In my previous video, I mentioned how this summer has been not the best when it comes to television, which means that I didn't watch a lot of television, which means I had a lot more time to read books. I might have read more books in the past couple of months than I have ever before. Don't know if this is more about me or more about the lack of TV. If you know me, you know that I am a huge fan of Derren Brown. Don't know who Derren Brown is? He does a lot of things. He does magic and mind reading and hypnotizing people and great television shows with zombies and stuff. Also, he does theatre shows, which are amazing. Besides all of the other amazing things that Derren Brown is, he's also a writer. He also writes his own books. I had the immense pleasure of reading Derren Brown's Confessions of a Conjuror. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. It's quite a big read. I really didn't know what to expect at all. Look how pretty that looks. I think it's a fun read, but it's also an exhausting read. Derren writes in the way that you think. The book starts off with one story, which is like the main story of the entire book. But in this story, literally everything reminds Derren of something else that he wants to talk about. There's so many footnotes. Sometimes there's more footnotes than there's actual page. You know when you're thinking of one thing and then that leads you to think of another thing and then that leads you to think of another thing. And at some point you're like, how did I get here? Why am I suddenly thinking of this? Where did I start? And at that moment, Derren links back to the story that he originally started with. It's amazing how he's done it. The story Derren starts with is a story about him when he used to work in a restaurant as a magician. That's what he starts with and that's what he ends with. And in between all of that, it's a blur of lots of different stories of his life, of his views on things, of magic tricks. He explains magic tricks. What surprised me the most is that I find it really funny, but it's clever humor. Well, maybe not really, because there's a lot of jokes about him being gay. Spoiler alert in it as well. If you ever want to have a peek into someone's brain, this is, I think, as close as we're gonna get. I really enjoyed reading this book because it's almost a puzzle to read. It's so weird, but fun and entertaining at the same time. It's not really a light read. I think you're gonna need your brain to read it. Well, I needed my brain to read it. I don't really know if you're gonna need yours. But I definitely recommend it if you like Derren Brown, and even if you don't like him, but are into magic and weird, hypnotizing stuff, this is the book for you. If you have read this book, or if you just enjoy Derren Brown's other stuff that's on TV and in theatres, let me know so we can fangirl, because I'm kind of a fangirl. My name is Pascale the Bomb, and I'll see you next time.